Think higher interest rates always means lower home prices? Well, think again. While interest rates climbed, home prices in some Chicagoland zip codes actually rose. However, not all zip codes have fared the same, and some are rapidly declining. In today's video, we're gonna find out why.
Need to be making six figures.
Home prices are crashing higher.
Double-digit sales growth.
Home building stocks
Mortgage rates racing towards 8% now.
Hey everyone, my name is Ralphie, and in today's video, we're gonna give you the scoop on the latest Chicago real estate news for you to use and to gain knowledge. If this is your very first time watching, welcome. Here on our channel, we not only share and track all of the zip codes in the Chicagoland area, we also provide the very best of Chicago living as well. So if you're a buyer, a possible seller, or a realtor looking for the latest info, this video is for you. As always, we provide timestamps in the description box below, along with all the information and the charts that we share in this video. Without further ado, let's cover the latest, the greatest, and those making headlines. First, let's talk about something that really matters, but isn't very fun to talk about. If you're looking to buy a home in the Chicagoland area, interest rates and the Federal Reserve have a lot to do with it. In November, there wasn't much of a change in federal rates. However, actual mortgage interest rates have been declining since their peak in late October. And the scoop on inflation is it's starting to ease up a bit, mainly because energy costs have decreased, but the cost of housing is still pushing inflation up, and that's a big deal for us here in the real estate world. Now, let's zero in on Chicago housing market. It's been pretty steady lately, much like last year, but there's something new. More sellers are dropping their prices, which could mean the market might start to cool off a bit. However, if rates continue to drop in the spring, that might push prices right back up. The big challenge is affordability. Mortgage rates have gone up from 6.5% to around 7.2% for a 30-year loan, which is a big jump, and it makes buying a home really tough. However, some intelligent home buyers look for more affordable areas or different loan options to find their dream home. If you're waiting for rates to drop to buy a home, you should really reconsider. Now, let's face it, if you're starting off, buying a home today is much more complex than it used to be. We've been navigating a market with extremely low inventory for the past decade, and this has made things even more challenging for the average person looking to buy a home, specifically millennials that still haven't entered the market. To give you a clear picture, consider this. A mortgage payment that costs you $1,700 today would have been just $1,100 a year ago, and that's a huge leap, and it shows you just how more expensive it is to become a homeowner today. But with new challenges comes new opportunities. This year, we've seen some savvy home buyers find creative ways to own their dream home. We're talking about negotiating closing costs, big repairs, and even buying down points to lock their rate as low as 5%. There are also some great new lending programs out there. For example, the 1% down payment program, which comes with a 2% forgivable grant. Yes, 100% forgivable. There's also points buy down programs and the new 5% down payment option for multi-unit properties, which is perfect for those investors looking for rental income. Now, if you're curious about Illinois Down Payment Assistance Program, I got a video that dives into that. I will link that in the description and in the video here. Now, if you want more details on the programs that I have just mentioned, feel free to message me too. Yes, affordability is a huge issue, but let's not forget that renting isn't getting any cheaper either. Remember, when you pay rent, that's money gone for good. But buying a home, that's an investment in your future. While the market might seem daunting, there are still paths to home ownership in today's market. Now, this past year has been a roller coaster for many markets, but Chicago stands out for a few key reasons. First, despite interest rates rising, we've seen an increase in home sale prices. Why? Because affordability is a major driver here. Chicago is what we call a linear market. It's consistent and dependable. We're also known for our slow and steady growth and reassuring always uptrend. But here's where the contrast with other US cities comes in. Markets that soared during the pandemic, like Arizona, Austin, and most of Texas, are now seeing price correction. Now, Austin is down almost 10%, New Orleans by 9%, and that's not just all of them. Cities like San Antonio, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Nashville, Memphis, and Denver are also experiencing depreciating home values. So what does this all mean for you? If you're looking for value, the Midwest offers the best bang for your buck, especially near Chicago. You're close to the third largest city in the United States, yet affordability and value here are unmatched. Chicago ranks as the 12th in home appreciation among states in the last year, but still offers the 4th most affordable state to buy a home. When it comes to real estate in the Chicagoland area, very similar to the national story, the driving factor is affordability. It's interesting to see how this has shaped the desirability of various markets. The trend is clear. The most sought after areas are those that are a bit further from the city center, where the land is more affordable and newer construction is plentiful. Breaking down the numbers, Cook County has seen a trend with no significant change in sale price, but here is where it gets intriguing. All other surrounding counties have seen an uptick in their sale price, and this is a story of changing preferences and evolving housing trends in Cook County. In Chicago, some zip codes are still struggling due to the pandemic's impact, the flight to the suburbs, and the city's high taxes. This has created a unique scenario where multi-million-dollar properties in the city are now more accessible than ever. For those that are bold and brave, this presents an incredible opportunity, as not all Chicagoland areas have appreciated equally. As they say, as they zig, you zag. But the story doesn't end there. With the rise of remote work and hybrid work models that seem to continue, living a bit further from the office has become more viable than ever. This shift in work culture has opened new doors for home buyers, allowing more flexibility and choices on where to call home. Want to know where your zip code compares to all the others? Check out the full list by clicking the link in the description box below. When it comes to real estate in the Chicagoland area and anywhere else in the world, it's all about location, location, location. This is a dynamic market where specific zip codes are making waves for the better or for worse. We've been tracking every zip code in the area, and I'm excited to share some of the stand-up performers and those that are facing challenges. But before we dive in, let's set the stage with a quick disclaimer. Our market has seen historically low inventory, which affects everything. The facts and figures I'm about to share with you are accurate, but remember, not every house or price range in the same zip codes behaves the same way. It's always a good idea to talk specifics with a licensed real estate pro. And hey, if you want to chat about your situation, just book a time in my calendar. The link is right in the description box below. Now, let's talk about the zip codes that are outshining the rest, highlighting the zip codes in Chicagoland that are setting the bar with soaring property values, thriving communities, and ample home buyers. Let's start with number 1, Clarendon Hills. This gem has seen a remarkable 18.6% increase in property values over the past year, with single-family homes jumping to an impressive 31%. But here's the kicker: the new median price range is $600,000 for a quaint, family-friendly town like Clarendon Hills with just over 12,000 residents. That's a steal in my opinion. And it's not just about the numbers. This town has won multiple awards for its quality of life and quality of schools. If Clarendon Hills is new to you, check out our Living in Clarendon Hills video for an in-depth look. Moving on to number 2, Schaumburg, a picturesque wonderland in northwest Cook County. It's a vibrant village with unique urban-suburban mix, bustling with restaurants, a strong sense of community as well. Of course, who can forget the largest indoor mall in the state is in Schaumburg. Schaumburg's allure is undeniable, with a striking 18% increase in single-family home values over the past year. This place is just a good choice. It's a favorite among those looking for the best in Illinois living. But there's more. The second cities of the last century, like Joliet, Aurora, and Elgin, are experiencing a renaissance driven by affordability. These locations have recorded over a 10% increase in property values year over year, and that's a trend. And we can't forget other notable areas that have outshined the market, places like Mundelein, Wilmette, Waukegan, Pingree Grove, Lake Zurich, Naperville, Plainfield, and Lincolnwood. Each of these locations offers something special, from bustling downtowns to serene suburban settings. If you're eager to explore the full list of the best performing zip codes across the 5 counties in the Chicagoland area, I have also included that in the description box below. On to the worst. On our journey through the Chicagoland diverse real estate landscape, it's important to also shine a light on the zip codes that haven't fared as well. First off is the Loop. The Loop in Chicago has returned to pre-pandemic values despite the low interest rates of 21 and 22. During my recent visit, I was pleasantly surprised to see the smiling faces of public workers and residents, which is a testament to the area's enduring spirit. With our ongoing efforts to improve safety, we're optimistic that there will be a turnaround in the current negative 7.7% decrease in median sale price this year. Next on our list is Oak Park, ranked as the 19th best place to live in Illinois boasting an overall A+ score from niche.com. It's surprising to see a negative 7.7% decrease in sale prices here. The higher crime rates could be a factor despite the area's prime location and amenities. Oak Park's proximity to Chicago, a city facing its own challenges, might also influence this trend. Evanston, known for its progressive values and home to the Northwestern University, presents a mixed picture. While the city overall is up by just 0.3%, certain zip codes within Evanston has seen a rapid decline in property values. Now, this highlights the nuanced nature of real estate, where a part of the city can experience a different trend from the other. Other areas facing headwinds include Frankfurt, Willowbrook, Bensonville, the North Shore, and the South Shore of Chicago. Each of these areas has its own unique challenges and stories. In real estate, knowledge is power, and being informed about both the highs and the lows of the market is key to making a wise decision. Remember, I'm here to help you navigate these complexities, whether you're looking for an up-and-coming area or one facing challenges. Let's explore your options together and find the right path for your real estate journey in Chicagoland. If you have any questions, make sure to send me a message or a comment. We read every single comment. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.